Our group, every group needs a name. We've donned ourselves hashtag Blue Mane Group. Not to be confused with the Blue Man Group, but we're the Blue Mane Group. So there's 5 of us that our group has kind of formed. Jeff is Detroit Motorhead. Tim's the Detroit Defender. Christian came up with a great outfit off of Braveheart. He's Lionheart. And then, of course, Detroit Elvis. Growing up, being a pro wrestling fan, grew up with like Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man. I'm like, I think I could create a Macho Man costume. My name is Gary Campioni, AKA the Macho Mane. I grew up a little town, just a map dot. Dollar Bay, just a few hours from Green Bay, so they've even donned at Packer Country. Small little town, small little school, 5th grade, 6th grade, we were all wearing our hats, and that was the big thing. And I remember getting a Lions hat, and that became my team. So now this is, that one hat, and I've probably got 60 Lions hats in my house. But that one hat, I wish I still had it. It was probably just a cheap $7, $8 hat at the time. But it meant a lot to me then. Just thinking about it, it kind of just became like, oh, I'm a Lions fan. Hey, when are they on? Yeah, and because, hey, this is my state. I always try to be prideful of my home. We're not from Wisconsin, we're from Michigan. And Lions are our team. My buddies in college then, I'm like, hey, there really are other Lions fans in the UP. This is awesome. Football just brings people together. Football, music, things like that just bring people together. And once you've got that common interest, like, oh, hey, you're a Lions fan. Now you got something to talk about. And great guys, instantly when I met these guys, I became in the fold. I became one of the brothers. And one guy became my best friend instantly, just about, and it was my best man at my wedding. Just instant family with those guys, and an instant brotherhood that I felt through those guys, and just been lifelong friends ever since. Our first game as a group, we were at Ford Field, 2004, December 26th. I remember watching, Kevin Jones run for that 1,000 yards in that game, and first time since Barry had happened, and I'm like, oh yeah. For us, the guys, 3 of my brothers, they still don't see each other that much. For us as friends, we don't see each other that much. The Lions have been a reason to get together. Once our family started growing, now that I was only an hour from Ford Field, I'm like, I want my kids to have these experiences I never had. So from a young age for them, they were wearing their jerseys and we were at the games and trying to instill some Lion pride in them. Grew up a poor kid in the UP. I mean, you learn to appreciate what you had. And you didn't have a lot, but you cherished those little things like the Lions hat I told you I had. When you have an opportunity then to maybe spoil your kids or, hey, we're close enough to Ford Field, let's go to some games. You start doing that with your kids. But when I took my son Noah last year to a game, it just never even occurred to me to dress up. That day it's Father and Son Day. A gift I gave to my son is that Lions football. And again, trying to instill that Lion fandom onto him. So something I didn't grow up with where I could watch it every week and have access to so much Lions gear and stuff. I really wanted him to kind of have that memento from his childhood. Like I had that little hat. I wanted him to have something where, hey, I got a game ball. Not everybody has one. We were in Minnesota this past year for that. Every year we try to pick a different town to hit a new stadium. Bumped into one of Detroit Lions, probably the biggest super fan there is, Crackman. And he told us, you guys got to go meet Sid. He's over here. And we heard of Sid. He's like the icon Minnesota Vikings super fan and instant connection. I mean, he kind of looks like the Vikings Hulk Hogan. He's got his gold hair and I was kind of doing the Macho Man thing. So we even started wrestling around a little bit and cutting some little promos.
Oh yeah! What's you gonna do when the Lions and the Vikings collide? Oh, what you gonna do when the Hulkster wrapped his 21-inch python around your neck?
Oh no!
And jump and jump!
You make some really cool friendships through all of this too. Here we are grown men, but there's something fun about dressing up. Part of our moniker is, well, if there's 2 of us together, then we'll dress up. You try to be original. And so I mentioned being a wrestling fan growing up, and I think a lot of us probably are as kids. And so I went with the Macho Man. I had a leather jacket. You buy some boots and you try to get some fringe on them, and you get your daughter's sewing machine out and you get a little stitching going on. It just kind of creates itself after a while. Going with friends kind of just gives you a reason to get together. Hey, we were college buddies, we had college memories. Hey, let's go create new memories. We're fans. And I think a lot of us are their dads with their kids, guys with their buddies, you know, wives, girlfriends, what have you. We're all there for the same reason. That's kind of fun. You build those memories with your friends, with your family, and I think that's why we do it. For the football fans, I think the Lions mean a lot for us. I think we want victory. We want to win. You know, Detroit's a hardworking town. It's a blue-collar town. I think we kind of get behind that spirit, and definitely our team, I think, means a lot to us.